Alright guys, so welcome to the channel. Today is the day where I'm gonna get started painting my headlights. I'm gonna start off by removing the bumper. But before I get started, I want to give a thanks to one of my subscribers that actually supplied the paint for me. Thank you for reaching out and for meeting me, and it was really nice to meet you. Alright, so thank you. You know who you are. So we have to get started by removing the bumper. I've already showed it a couple of times. Well, I think I showed it one time actually. Never mind. I showed it one time when I installed the hella horns. I also, when I did the J pipe, I didn't put back the cover because I knew I was gonna end up removing it again. So let me set up the tripod and then show you guys how to remove this bumper once again. All right. Alright guys, so let's get started. So to remove the bumper, you start off with this clip. Well, you don't have to start off with this clip, but I'm gonna start off with this one. So you push in the center, and then you pull out the clip itself. And make sure you put it somewhere safe. I got a mic. I think the audio should be getting a lot better. Or it should be a lot better. Maybe not should be getting. I kind of have a confession. So remember when I did the J pipe that I said I did not have a light? I did have a light. I just couldn't find it. It was in the back below the seat. I guess it had fallen inside. And yeah. That happened. So there's like a couple of clips down here. I'm trying not to get too dirty, so I'm just trying to feel for it. So that's all off. Now the next step, if you have one of these, would be to remove your front license plate. I'm not sure if they're all the same size. Let me see if you guys can see that. Yeah. So I'm not sure if they're all the same size, but this one's a 5/8. It helps if it's a ratcheting one, just to make the process a lot quicker. Alright guys, so the next step is to remove these 10mm bolts and these clips, these plastic clips. The clips come off the same way all the other ones do. You just get your screwdriver, pry the middle off, and you pull on it. 2 hands is probably best for this. Next, you just pull on the bumper. Disconnect your fog lights. They're a bit stuck. And your bumper is off. Whoa. That would not have been good. I'll just edit that out. So, alright. So the headlight has this bracket right here. Has 10 millimeter, and I feel like and a 10 millimeter, another 10 millimeter. All right, so we remove that first. Okay, so then there's a little plastic clip also. I don't know if you guys caught it, but it's right here. So take your flathead, and this one's a little bit smaller. And it just pops off. There's a relay on it, so maybe you might not be able to. I guess you could just unclip the relay. Alright. There you go. Next, I think that it's these two bolts. And there's one more clip up here. Right here. And you saw how the headlight just tilted right there? That's it. So you just press on the little tab and then you remove your headlight. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other one. I'm not gonna record it because it'd be kind of redundant. So let me put you guys away. Alright guys, so I got the lights out. I'm not exactly sure how to do this. I mean, I kind of know the basics. You're supposed to remove these bolts. Can you guys see that? So there's a couple bolts that you're supposed to remove, and then obviously you remove the bulbs, and I think you maybe even remove the harness. So let me start taking this thing apart, and we'll see how this goes. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to look at the camera to make sure you guys can see. So, I'm not gonna bake them like most people do. Or at least most people that I've seen do it on YouTube. So your harness just comes off just like that. And I think it's these screws they were supposed to remove. The outside ones. You want to make sure you keep all your bolts in a safe spot. The glue that's on the bolt is super sticky. So I've heard that if you bake them, you cannot reuse the original sealant. If you do not bake them, you can use it again. And you can use it multiple times actually, so the lights could actually be reopened a bunch of times with the same sealant. Again, I haven't done this. That's what I read on Nausiac. So I mean, I think that's it. Alright, let me bring you guys back. It'd be nice, you know, and use a plastic pry tool, but I think this thing just wants to be manhandled, so. Yeah, you see it coming apart. Yeah, so you do have to use a lot of force to undo them, but you're supposed to probably unclip every single one of them first and get yourself some. It's tight. But it is lifting up, so that definitely is a good sign. So let's see if you guys can see this. Definitely a lot tighter than I expected. hear it breaking apart already. That did not sound good. This stuff is super sticky. It's like putty or something. Sorry you guys can't see that, it's just that it's... I kind of don't want to mess up that thing. That chest, whatever that is. But this thing is weird. It's like... this like super sticky stuff. Take my gloves off. Okay, so I'm only going to show you guys one side because I feel like the other side is going to be redundant and it's going to take up too much time to record it, because it was quite a mission to try and get this off. So this thing has a couple of screws here. I'm not sure if I messed up, but you're supposed to try and not touch the inside of the glass so you don't leave fingerprints. But this is what we're painting. So this is going to go away. Alright, so the sea light part, alright, so the sea light part has these little like plastic tabs that you're supposed to like push in. Has two up here, two down here, and I think these just should pull out also somehow. But let's try. Shouldn't be too fragile. yeah, so you just like pry it off with a screwdriver. Try and be gentle with it. Again, trying not to touch the chrome part. So you just like grab it. Right. Awesome. That's one. Now we need this yellow piece off. This yellow piece off now has to come off. Unless you're gonna paint it. If you're gonna paint it, then I guess you could just leave it there. But I'm not gonna paint it. I'm going to remove it. So the same pretty much as the. I think this one's a lot easier, actually. And there you go. Pretty much set.